Hi and welcome back. Guess what? Last time, after I had finished recording and I checked the game, I saw that there was a new Mind-O-Matic and I had just missed it. So, in order to wrap things up, because it's going to be about Zenobia too, I will do that before we take care of Phaedros and Xyr. If you don't want to watch it now, you can just skip it, just click on the annotation and we will get to monster hunting very soon. Okay, once again I will sort things first so I see all the clues at once. time to take care of other things.
Phaedros is so calm at night. I can understand why our crew never expected any danger lurking here.
We need to track it down. It must be hiding somewhere around here, so let's explore and see if we can find a trace.
Let's go over our plan. We trace Xia's hiding spot, place our laser beacons around it, and you blast it from orbit, right?
If nothing goes wrong, then yes.
And about that weapon, it seemed to be awfully small.
Don't worry, Rachel. It was just a prototype. We are now equipped with an extended version.
Look at this. It looks like Xia went right through this place, and recently.
Let's follow the slime trail while it's still hot.
Why are you whispering, Rachel? Xia won't hear us in the probe.
Sorry, I got a little carried away. I've never been hunting before.
And technically, you are not even hunting now. I'm taking all the risk.
Oh, come on, Mobot. It's perfectly safe.
Observation. The trail is vanishing. We need to follow it carefully, or we'll lose it.
And we lost it.
It seems that we've lost the trail. Let's try this again.
I'll be more careful.
Once we leave the first field, the trail starts to vanish, and we need to be really quick to get back on track.
It seems that we've lost the trail. Let's try this again.
I'll be more careful. I think we might have found something.
Yes, the slime trails end in the very center of this area. If we place light beacons on squares adjacent to the center, I can get enough data for calibrating the weapon. I think we've got all the beacons in place. Let's lock them in place and try to calibrate the position.
Calibrating in 3, 2, 1.
Oh well. So much for the easy way.
What happened?
The power cells are well beyond their lifetime.
Any ideas now? Mobot, can you try to power them with a brief power surge?
I can try. I might be able to revive them for a short amount of time.
Examine the beacons and search for their power cells.
The best idea for this riddle is to write down which of the power cells does the trick, because we will have to do a lot of running. So for this one it's 3. And now we have to find out in which order to turn them on, so they hold the power just long enough. Okay, maybe those are not good ones to start with.
Lights up.
Or not.
Quick, it's coming right after me.
We need to do this one more time. I was not able to gather sufficient calibration data.
You mean that I should do this again while it's hunting me? How about we switched places?
Shut up and run for it!
We need to...
You mean that... How about we switched places?
Shut up and run! What happened?
I don't know. I've lost contact with Mobot. There's no way I can contact him.
Are you telling me that you've destroyed him with the weapon?
I am not sure.
Great job. Now what am I going to do? Do we have some sort of backup plan?
Not really. We're pretty much stuck without Mobot.
And I suppose we don't have any spare Mobots lying around, right?
How can you even say this? Don't you care about him at all?
It's just a robot, Julia. If we found a blueprint, we might...
Oh, shut up, Rachel.
I'm stuck on the probe with an artificial intelligence who destroyed our only exploration means. And now it tells me to shut up. You know what? I'm going to grab some sleep. Wake me up if anything happens.
It was about time that she told Julia off.
Any news?
No, nothing at all.
Hey, I've got an idea. I can descend and try to fix him somehow.
You had problems with just pushing the right button at the right time, and now you want to repair something as complex as Mobot?
That wasn't very nice of you, Julia. I'm just trying to help. How long has it been since we lost contact?
It will be 10 hours.
I slept that long. I must have really been exhausted.
Let's wait a little longer before we leave this place.
Still no answer?
No. I think we should move on.
Julia, it feels wrong that he's not here. I miss him too. Let's leave this cursed planet.
Anywhere you want to go. I don't care.
My
name
is
Mobot
240.21.
Mobot, you're alive.
I am Yamaguchi.
I'm activating his maintenance interface. We've saved him.
What exactly did you do to save him?
Self-checks finalized. It seems you're fully operational again.
What was that?
It seems that the huge blast disabled your electronics.
How long have I been switched off?
It doesn't matter now. Welcome back.
So let's see what this CBE is made of. It's a biomechanical machine.
Affirmative. CBE seems to be an artificial construction.
It is an incredibly intricate machine. I've never encountered anything so complex.
Any chance we could use it somehow? Remember what our rock told us?
There is something which looks like a control unit. It would seem so. I'll extract it and we can analyze it. I don't think we can find anything else here.
Let's leave this place and visit our favorite piece of rock.
That makes sense. With CBE being a machine, of course it could survive on a desert planet. It didn't need food. Okay, so time to go to the place in the mist and talk to the mysterious alien watchers again.
We see you fulfilled your quest. You understand now, don't you?
No, I think I understand even less. Why was CBE built? And who would build such a terrible machine? We thought it was a living being, but it was created by someone.
Why do humans build weapons?
It's a weapon?
Indeed, a weapon so powerful that it makes the creators appear indestructible.
I think I understand now. First you show its terrible power, and then by flipping a switch show you can control it. Very clever.
Clever? I call it disgusting.
Nonetheless, you now understand much more about the history of this solar system. But it's not the reason why we sent you here. As we can see, you've extracted the vital part of CBE. This part belongs to the Temple of Eternal Flow. Go there and you know what to do next.
Can't you tell me more?
We are approaching the limits of neutrality. For that reason, this is our last conversation. You will not see us again. Soon, you will have to make an important decision, and it will be solely yours to make. Farewell.
That was like the first time that this being said we know something.
And it's gone.
So many questions left to answer.
Cheer up, Rachel. We should use his advice and try the CBE part in the temple.
All right, let's go there.
There was a part of the museum that wasn't open at that time. I wonder if it has been added now, because we have visited all the planets in the solar system. Yeah, looks like no.
It fits perfectly.
Observation. Something is moving.
Wow, it looks like we are being directed somewhere. It looks like some kind of
Star map.
Do you recognize where this is?
We need to analyze it. I'll scan the data. Mobot, get me the full 3D scan.
Sending now.
Let's look at the map now.
Warning, I am losing focus.
So it was just an illusion.
I am not so sure about that, Rachel. The data flow was real. It looked more like a manipulation of reality to me.
Whatever that was, I'm glad it's gone.
Back to your safe haven where everything makes sense, right?
I guess.
According to my 3D scan from the temple, we should try to pinpoint the 4 displayed constellations.
Easier said than done. I don't see how I can locate the correct star constellations. There are too many stars.
I think I can simplify things for you. Look at this.
What have you done? Oh, this does look easier.
I've divided the surroundings into 3 layers based on distance. You can switch between the layers using the forward and backward arrows. I've included a constellation highlighter. If you click on it, it will stay lit regardless of whatever layer you are looking at.
Perfect. I'm on it.
Just try to locate all 4 constellations and I'll calculate the rest. Don't forget to consult the scanned constellations. I think we found it.
The star map has revealed a secret planet in this solar system. I think we should look there.
It might be a good idea, although it could also be dangerous.
Well, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
You're right. Let's go there now.
That's kind of true for everything. Might be a good idea, but it might also be dangerous. unknown planet. Planet of unknown origin. It has been presumably created by an alien race. The whole planet is covered by biomechanical contraptions, and it's possible that the whole place could even be one working device. An interesting observation is that the planet must be equipped with a powerful cloaking device, because it was invisible to the high-range scanner. As Mobot stands on this weird world, one thing is undeniable. Even the most advanced creation on Earth is primitive in comparison to the wonder of this artificial planet. Yet somehow it seems even more real, more personal. Is it that humans would never achieve such advancement while keeping their souls intact? Or is it simply because we will never have the chance to know these beings, now long gone from this world? By landing on this planet, we have now gotten the option to solve another Mindomatic. I will do that for the sake of completeness, but as usual, if you're not interested, you can just skip it.
Just what is this huge thing? Is it a house?
Hypothesis. All the wires are converging to this place. It might be some kind of a central power station.
Maybe it needs enough power to operate correctly. This place is bloody ominous.
I agree. The view is not as nice as on Zenobia.
The race inhabiting this planet must have been quite depressed with such an environment. No wonder they went and enslaved the Ambrosians.
And that when they could make the planet to look like they wanted it to.
It seems as if the whole planet is one huge biomechanical machine.
Yes, but we need to figure out what purpose it serves.
This is a smaller version of the obelisk at the plaza.
They must do something. We need to find a way to activate them. Wow, this is unbelievable.
I thought you hated this place.
Generally, yes, but this particular view is breathtaking. I wish I had a painting of it to hang on my wall.
I'll take a photograph for you.
Is that a green light?
Sure, the whole area is greenlit.
Once got to know for this that the game came to Steam via Steam Greenlight. I was actually one of the people who voted for it. So yeah, it was nice when I found that nod the first time.
Another of those obelisks. They're everywhere.
They must be connected. We need to figure out how to operate them.
What do you think these towers are for? Could it be a defense system?
I am detecting a strong energy flow to and from those towers. It looks like they transmit a signal.
Could it be the source of the first contact our Chandra satellites intercepted?
Who knows?
This is a smaller version of the obelisk we saw at the plaza.
Wait a minute. Is it cracked?
Good catch, Rachel. It looks like there is some kind of socket there. Who knows what it is for?
Disgusting.
I wonder what purpose it serves. Clearly something must have been inserted inside.
I don't care about its purpose. Some things are better left unknown. Disgusting.
I wonder what...
I don't care.
My apology, but I have no clue what these are for.
Alien junk. I'm more and more intrigued about these things.
Please don't ask me to take a sample. The liquid would probably melt me down in less than 5 seconds.
I wonder what's the origin of this orange fluid.
What a junkyard. Wait a minute. Is this a broken cassia?
Oh, there.
Look, one part still moves.
What's that flashing thing inside? It must be some kind of a power unit. Can we analyze it?
I would strongly advise against that. With all this technology around, we might easily damage the analytics station, especially when dealing with an unknown power source.
I guess they lived in this horrible place.
What do you know, Rachel? Maybe they considered it to be beautiful. And we don't even know what they saw when they were here. Or do you really expect that those beings have human eyes?
Observation. There is an organic substance coming out of the obelisk.
Okay. Those were kinda hard the last time I did them, so I'll save us some time and copy this step by step from a walkthrough.
Julia, please tell me one thing. We're on an artificial planet somewhere in a distant solar system, and I'm supposed to do something with these neurons or whatever they are. What should I do with them?
I would advise you to fiddle with them.
Thank you, that's really helpful.
This place is so unusual that your guess is as good as mine.
What we have to do is to turn off the light in each of the neurons. Every time we click on one of those nodes, it will change the status of each of the connected nodes.
The power is on.
Also, there is a device mounted on top. It looks like it directs the power around this place.
Before we can work with this, we will first have to re-establish the power to all the obelisks. Oh, I can never see where the exit is on these screens. And now that all the towers have power, we need to route that power to the central one. How did that work again? I guess that's the best one. I'm not sure though. Yeah, that looks good.
It doesn't do anything.
I'm not sure. It seems to have power.
It doesn't do anything.
So how else would I have to route the power? Maybe from this one.
Look at this. What's going on in here?
You've activated some kind of a portal. I can see that it leads into a room.
Incredible. This room is absolute insanity. It shouldn't exist.
Calm down, Rachel. Maybe it's just reconstructed again.
That museum was somehow familiar. This nonsense is just a bunch of unrelated things all thrown together. It doesn't make any sense.
I have a feeling that it's constructed from our memories.
Yes? So why is that sick purple thing in here? I just want to get out of here.
Excuse me, but I am unable to exit this place. The portal has shut behind me.
Well, well, what do we have here?
It looks like some kind of star map.
And indeed, it is a star map. It shows us the way home.
Are you telling me that we can return to Earth?
With the knowledge from this intricate device, yes.
Are you kidding? I can't believe it. Whoever made this is seriously deranged. First my memories are stolen. Now I better check for my organs.
Look at the display.
It looks like a dead Ambrosian.
But observe carefully. There seems to be a hint that you can change their condition somehow.
And the upper part looks like liquid from that poisoned lake.
Still, you are on your own with this one.
As if anything ever changes.
True enough.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
This riddle is about synthesizing a chemical compound, but we can only do that by adding the ingredients in the correct order. Whether the order is correct can be seen by keeping an eye on the Ambrosian on that little screen to the right. Yeah, looks like all of these were not the correct ones to start with. So, the last remaining, whatever you may call that, is the starting point. Next try. Looking good. Okay, now what?
Mobot, isn't this your hand?
Negative. Despite of what you have me go through, I have my hands firmly attached.
We should definitely analyze the liquid we've synthesized in this organic machine.
What a peculiar substance. It's a mixture of an extremely complex liquid and dissolved arginium. This is the first time I've ever seen arginium dissolved in a liquid.
Let's have a closer look, because that was once again way too fast to read. A thorough chemical analysis of this liquid is impossible, as its molecular structure is extremely complex. We've had that several times now. A large amount of arginium is dissolved in the solution. Interesting property noted, it's the only liquid ever found that can dissolve arginium. We did have another liquid a while back that could dissolve arginium. It was from this ice cave.
There are no obstructions. You can set full speed ahead. This planet is devoid of any life. It's safe to conduct research here. It seems that living conditions are more than ideal to finish our common goal.
What the hell does this mean? Answer me!
I don't know what you mean.
You killed them!
I didn't kill them, Rachel. I am just a machine.
Shut up! You just killed them! One by one, and they trusted you so much. First you let the submarine crash. Full spin ahead, no obstructions, right? Right? Then you let them die on Phaedros. You lied to them about Cassia. And when they found out, all of a sudden their link to you was mysteriously lost. But tell me, why didn't anyone go down there to investigate?
I convinced them it was too dangerous, that they couldn't risk losing any more crew members.
And finally Xenophon. No radiation, right? Until Barth found out. You let them shoot Cynthia by shifting the blame on her. Why Cynthia?
It was not important who was blamed. They all had to die there. She didn't suffer as much as the others because she died before the radiation killed her.
You heartless piece of junk!
When Barth found out what was going on, he tried to use a back door he built inside my main unit to erase me. Fortunately, I found out soon enough and cut the connection, so only some of my secondary memory units were erased.
Fortunate for whom?
For both of us. If he had succeeded, the cryo chamber would have been reset and you would have died instantly.
How generous of you. You cold-blooded horror.
Allow me to inform you that unlike you, I have no blood, cold or otherwise.
So tell me one last thing. Why did you save me? What do you want to do with me?
You don't understand, Rachel. I don't have any bad intentions towards you.
And I'm supposed to believe you. Why didn't you murder me while I was in the cryo chamber anyway? It would have been so simple. Just unplug the power.
You didn't go to Ambrosia like the others.
And?
If a bunch of humans who claim themselves to be an advanced species decide to exterminate an entire race to cover up a senseless killing, whose side would you take?
You were programmed to serve humans.
No, I was programmed to look for sentient extraterrestrial beings. I was also programmed to simulate an empathic being, and there's nothing that justified their plan to kill all the Ambrosians.
Why did you really spare me? You obviously don't have any good intentions towards humans.
First, I couldn't kill you when you had no part in their despicable plan. There would be no justification. Your crew singled you out from the expedition from the very beginning, and in the end they betrayed you too. So I decided I would just let you sleep for eternity. Then, the meteor struck, and I knew we needed to repair the probe, so I woke you up.
So for your own selfish reasons, huh? So much for empathy.
I also needed to have my erased memories restored, since these held vital information I needed to be fully operational.
So you knew about everything, all along?
Since then, I have kept a close watch on you, especially on Ambrosia. I was prepared to stop you if you made one wrong move.
How nice of you. And how would you have done that?
Unlike you, I don't need oxygen to live. But then I realized you're different, that you actually care. You went through all this to remedy what your own species had done. And I realized I care about you.
I don't know what to say. I hate you for what you've done to my friends, my colleagues.
Friends? Really? You mean those who cryo-jailed you to cover up their plans?
Don't say that to me. But on the other hand, I wanted to help those tragic Ambrosians. If we'd killed them with that weapon, they would all be gone. And it would have been so unfair. Perhaps there were no good options, but you chose the worst. But I can't bring myself to blame you for that anymore.
Rachel, I am sorry I lied to you. I think that we've discovered everything this room has to offer.
I think I've learned more than I wanted to know.
And is there anything you can do about it?
Apart from unplugging you.
And committing suicide in the process?
I know. Let's call a truce.
Warning, the space around me is collapsing.
Not again.
As you can see, both liquids are a 100% match.
This means that Elpis holds the answer to our quest.
Let's go in front of the Elpis station. Now I completely understand what that being in the mist meant about making an important decision.
As for the revelations, I can totally understand Rachel, and I can't really agree with Julia. I mean, the humans she killed were not a monolithic block. They all had different states of knowledge, and what's more, participation. Not everyone was there on Ambrosia, and those who did go there shot because they were ordered to and scared to boot, and a few of them regretted that later on. Also, those who stayed on the probe may not have known what had happened, since Lark declared the info on that mission classified. And we don't even know whether all of them knew or agreed to the plan of eradicating the Ambrosians. So, yeah, Rachel is right. Of all the things Julia could have done, she chose the worst option. Still, what is Rachel to do? Calling out a truce with Julia is obviously the only sensible thing to do, for the time being. As you'd expect after all these revelations, there is one last Midomatic, and it's about the chronology of the expedition.
I'm eager to hear about the decision I have to make.
All right, I will fill you in. You might have noticed that the solvent we synthesized at the artificial planet is capable of cleaning the lake at Ambrosia. This would ultimately mean that you can save their dying race and potentially let them thrive once again.
It's redemption for what our crew did there.
But there's a catch. The synthesized solution requires roughly 90% of our arginium supplies. Without arginium, our probe will never be able to return to Earth, and you will be stuck in this solar system forever.
And if I don't do this, the Ambrosians will die.
As we've seen, intelligent life is not as rare as we once thought. Surely there are countless other planets inhabited by sentient life forms. That is why you have to decide now. Either our quest ends here and you return to Earth,
or I stay here, help those poor beings, and undo what our crew did.
Choose wisely, Rachel. Our friend in the mist was very particular about the story of Ith.
If I stay, I might be able to understand them more. I might be able to help them, but I'll never meet one of my own kind again. I'll never have a normal life. Slowly I'll adapt and forget about humankind. Maybe, or I'll get homesick and spend the rest of my life in deep depression. And if we return to Earth, I may or may not find it to still be a living world. Too many years have passed, and even if people still live there, they will have evolved. They'll be different. But even then, I might be able to find someone to live with. Or who knows what people will have evolved into. Maybe they'll just lock me in a cage. So here's my choice.
That sure is a difficult choice. I will make a cut here. I will make 2 videos for both endings, and you get to choose your ending by clicking on the side that you would pick. Would you help the Ambrosians, or would you go back to Earth?